Okay, so I didn't want to rush this video. I wanted to make sure I took as much time as I needed to get all of my thoughts together. World War III and Battlefield 2042. How are they sort of interacting with each other as games, etc, etc. I'm going to say it outright. Unfortunately for the Farm 51, I think EA DICE have absolutely knocked it out of the park with their new game. The whole idea of multiplayer only, 128 player servers with bots to fill in the places of players who aren't there, so that new players to the game can get to grips, and or players that are playing for the first time that they can warm up is a fantastic idea. The new maps, the new game modes, the new weather interactions, the new guns, new vehicles, all this other stuff is looking amazing. And you add on top of that, they have this new Battlefield Portal thing, which allows you to, if you're more of a fan of another previous Battlefield title, you can create a custom game mode based off of that. It's all fantastic ideas. I can see this game being perfect both for those who want to create complete screw around Battlefield moments, have ATVs going over ramps, crashing into helicopters, doing crazy stuff, whatever you want. And I can even see it being a way to create custom tactical scenarios if you're the type of player who loves slow tactical gameplay. I know a lot of my other YouTuber friends are like this, especially Tactic Gamer, Blue the Robot. Heck, even guys like Operator Drewski or Controlled Pairs might even get ideas and try creating a slow tactical scenarios if it is possible, which I do think it could be if you tweak the settings just right. Overall, again, I think EA DICE have absolutely knocked it out of the park with everything they've done with Battlefield 2042, giving players all these various opportunities and ideas and the ability to play around with all of it. I absolutely love it and I'm a huge fan. So how this ties in with World War III is if EA DICE had created another Battlefield 5, another game where it was sort of poorly marketed, poorly thought through, they just wanted to make something and they shoved it out. There wasn't the sort of multiplayer only idea and all these other various things. If EA DICE had created another game like Battlefield 5, World War III would have far better chances of getting noticed because, again, you know it, I know it, the vast majority of the community knows it. We wanted a modern military shooter. That's what we wanted from Battlefield. And if they made something else historical, which I'm a fan of historical stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's not what the community wants as a whole. And if they did something like that again, it's very likely that World War III would have started to gain much more attention because, again, it's what the community wants. They would start to probably gain more traction and probably even steal away some of Battlefield's player base. And assuming the game was to release this year, it probably would have a far, far better launch. Again, nobody's played Battlefield 2042 yet, and nobody's played the new World War III version yet, apart from the people I know who play tested the new game as it was being built. So at the end of the day, everything I'm saying here is speculation. But I do think, again, EA DICE have knocked it out of the park with 2042, and if they hadn't, World War III would have a far better outlook. But since they did knock it out of the park, World War III has some very unfortunate timing, especially if they do plan to release this year. Heck, even next year it probably won't be that good, but who knows. Again, my thoughts are that it's just very unfortunate timing that at the very moment that EA DICE decides to get their shit together, that's when World War III decides to market their stuff. It's the absolute worst timing because now a finally good Battlefield game has managed to come out and there's no opportunity to kill it anymore because it's gone up in strength times 1,000. It's like you're about to kill the final boss of the game, but when it's on 2 HP, it suddenly gets a times 1,000 HP buff, and now it's at 2,000 HP all of a sudden. Like World War III was about to kill Battlefield, and now it just never will. Or at least it won't for another like 5 or 6 years, probably even 2 decades. I really think 2042 will last that long. So again, it's just very unfortunate timing for World War III. Don't get me wrong, I still think the game looks fantastic. I know I'm going to enjoy the game. I know most everyone that I've told the game about is going to enjoy the game. And I know for sure that the people who told me about the game are going to enjoy the game. The problem is, will its player base be as big as it could have been? No. And will it gain as much traction as it could have? Absolutely not. And it's just very, very unfortunate for a game that's had so much potential, and especially potential to make the YouTube channels of some newer content creators like myself come to life. It's unfortunate for us too. It has to be said. I'm not afraid to speak something that I think is factually true. YouTube content creators for this game have just lost a huge opportunity, I think. And maybe the opportunity is still there, but the level of growth that you could get from this game has just been lowered massively, I think. Anyway, I wanted to keep this short. Those are my thoughts on World War III and Battlefield 2042's relationship at the moment, or at least potentially their player base's relationship at the moment. I know I'm going to be playing both games when they come out, and you can expect content from me for those games. Also, if you'd like to see World War III content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as I do post a lot of frag movie content from World War III showcasing the various guns in the game, and I think you all would very much enjoy it. So do subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay informed on when those videos go live. But until next time, I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name is Zarir, and I'll see you all next time in the server.